Previously on Gears.
The one and only, the ever enigmatic and dapper British young man that we love to call the show director of Top Gear Festival South Africa, James Cook-Beast. James, great to speak to you again, my friend. Great news about Mika Häkkinen.
It is indeed. Good to speak to you, Sasha. I think we normally catch up every 6 months or so, but good to be back on your show.
Yeah, it's great to speak to you again, James. Great to have you back in South Africa. Must be great excitement about the festival in June again. I mean, last year was such a phenomenal success. Expecting the same thing this year?
Yeah, well, the same and more. The same and better. I mean, actually, yes, the announcement yesterday that we're bringing our double world champion from 98 and 99. As you know, Mika sort of raced with McLaren Mercedes in those times, and since then he's been sort of DTM racer and also a big brand ambassador for Mercedes-Benz. So we're really chuffed to have Mika down. He's a proper good Formula One legend. So I think the guys down in Durban are going to really appreciate having him here.
I think it just brings us such a brilliant new dimension to it as well. I mean, it was great to have Sam Bird here last year, but when you've got a living legend like Mika Häkkinen, I think the people are going to thoroughly enjoy it. And he's a really funny guy as well.
He's great, actually. I mean, it's not the first time that Top Gear have played around with Mika. And James, we've done a couple of TV programs with him. James is over there famously. That actually, I think there's some good offcuts actually from the film that went out on the TV program.
That's right.
But James was taken for a spin around Finland by Mika, and of course that's how they learned to drive over in Finland because because of the conditions, because of the roads, because of the ice. They all grew up as rally drivers. And so yeah, I think James was seriously scared by Mick, and I think there's a bit of revenge to be had on the streets of Durban.
Yeah, I must say, I remember that episode fondly with James, with those bashed up cars in ice and snow, and then of course on the gravel as well. So I mean, James must be excited about that. Mika must also be excited. I'm trying to think back, even in his karting days, I don't think he's ever been to South Africa.
Yeah, no, he has actually.
Okay.
He has. He raced at Carl Army as well, but he's never been down to Durban.
All right.
And obviously, there's never been a race down there, so there's never been a sort of requirement as such. But so I think we were talking to him about actually the street circuit that we put in, which is being redesigned this year to have a little hairpin put in just in front of the stands, and he thinks it's going to be kind of quite challenging, but.
Lost you there a little bit, James. Oh, we lost James. Hold on. Oh, we lost James. Okay, we'll get him back. I tell you, I'm very, very excited. The fact that Mika is going to be coming to South Africa. Mercedes will be here again.
What is the date?
June 16th, 15th and 16th. Of June.
Very exciting.
Yeah, let's just try and catch them again here. June the 15th and 16th, of course, in Durban. Tickets are all available. You can get VIP tickets and VVIP tickets and all of those kind of things and see a whole lot of different things that are happening. Sorry, James, I lost you there for a second, my friend.
No problem. I think it's the network here in SA.
Yeah, listen, when you come back next time, can you please just bring some of your network power with you?
I think I will. I think last time that we were on, actually, we kept being disconnected through the call.
I think it's just so many people are so excited to hear about all of the information. James, what else can you tell us about Top Gear Festival 2013?
Well, for those that don't know, it's actually happening on the 15th and 16th of June, and actually very conveniently, that's Father's Day as well, I hear. It's going to be taking place, as you know, the kind of for those that came last year, there's sort of four main components. There's the street circuit, which is obviously the home to kind of loud, fast and sideways, as Jeremy likes to put it. It's where you'll see stick power laps, it'll see supercar parades. It's where actually our good friends, the Franschhoek Motor Museum, who I sat down with Wayne from Franschhoek yesterday, and we were coming up with all sorts of the amazing cars from the collection down there that we're going to be running on the street circuit. And last year we bought 10 years of Grand Prix and Formula One cars because Durban hadn't seen Formula One before, and we're coming up with sort of similar ideas for this year as well. So there's going to be some amazing sort of prestigious, historic pedigree cars, that we're bringing to the street. So that's the street circuit. And then the other big component part is the big motoring expo. Some of the sort of most stylish and expensive and one-off cars that have ever been made, along with sort of luxury goods and motoring paraphernalia as such. If you cross over the footbridge, those that know Durban, there's a place called the Mustering Fields, and in there's a big sort of stunts and jump zone. So a lot of the FMX jumping. Those are the kids with big kahunas because they are pretty mental, and also the stunt school that's over there as well. And then actually, as the day goes on, you've obviously then head into the stadium for the big stadium show, where you got fast cars, bikes, you got precision stunt drivers, Jeremy James and the Stig, fire and explosions. What could possibly go wrong? It's that's going to be the incredible show.
I mean, it's just always so exciting when you get all the guys all together. I mean, it's going to be terrific fun. Tickets still available, James? Where are they available? What sort of pricing are they?
Yeah, they are. Tickets actually they're on sale now, and actually we're pretty astounded as to the speed at which they're going. They are being sold through iTickets, which is itickets.co.za. Okay. I think there's a link through from our show website, which is topgearfestivalsa.co.za. And tickets start from 250 Rand, which is kind of your basic ticket. You're then sort of going up, and this is all obviously depending on the kind of experience that you want to have.
Of course.
There's a classic ticket at 495. There's a classic family ticket at 1,750, and that's for 2 adults and 2 children under the age of 16. And then there's the DSTV Supreme ticket at 950, and then the Ultimate package, which where you're going to get to see sort of Mika Häkkinen up close and personal for interviews, and that's 2,100, and that's a kind of an Ultimate Village package. So if you really want to do it in style, that's the place to be.
The amazing thing about last year, James, is the way that the people of South Africa, and specifically the people of KZN and Durban, embraced the festival and really made a day of it. I think a lot of people originally sat there and went, "Oh, okay, I'm going to pay this money, come inside and watch the 3 clowns do their stuff." But I mean, it was a full day's activity, and I mean, you really have a tremendous experience.
Yeah, it is actually. I mean, it, as you say, it is a really full day's activity. So for those that are coming, really plan your day. And the idea is that we kind of split the day into kind of 2 halves almost. There's a kind of a street circuit show or schedule that kind of starts at 9:30. So if you come to that, you then go to the 2:00 performance of the stadium show, and then you have a later show that starts on the street circuit at 1:30, and then you go to the 7:00 performance of the stadium show. Mm-hmm. So you kind of get this overlap, and then in between times, there's obviously a huge host of activity to go and watch and see and kind of cruise around the stand. So it is a really full-on, full day. But I think last year was obviously the launch year in Durban, and I think a lot of people were really surprised at just the sheer scale of it. I mean, there was so much going on that it kind of almost blew people away. But we like to do big, ambitious things, so we'll be seeing more of that, this year.
I tell you, so looking forward to it. June the 15th and 16th, Father's Day. What a wonderful gift to your dad. You going to get one for your dad, Daisy?
I think I should.
I think you should get the whole family because you're under 16.
Yes, Sash.
Yeah. James, it's going to be great fun, my friend. I look forward to seeing you soon. No, we lost him again. See, the technology is terrible. Anyway, so there we go. Get your tickets. You can get them from itickets.co.za. Otherwise, topgearfestival.co.za. Get them. Really, it is an incredible experience. Doesn't matter where you are in the country. Get down to the Top Gear Festival. You will not regret it. I promise you.
Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.
Beautiful.
Gears with Sasha Martinengo on bulls.co.za.